What's up there guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to Derail Valley. So in the last episode we spent some time modifying, basically getting the DE2 ready for action, and she is ready now to a certain degree, but there's a few more things that we want to do. So that's it guys, please do grab yourself a drink, let's hit the rails. Right then, so yeah, she's pretty much ready to go really. There's a few things that I want to do in here that I haven't done so far, and I thought about it since the last episode. Now, these underfloor lights actually are working really well. We've got two different mounts. We've got the mount at the front with the small base. We've got the mounts down the side with the longer base. So they actually work just fine. But I wasn't too happy with the switches that I'd used for these headlights. So the switches that I'd used give a flashing effect, and I didn't want that. So I'm going to swap that switch out and put in something which gives us a bit more control. Now we can't see anything in here at the moment, even though the cab light's on. So I think another good one will be to put some strip lights in there just to give us a bit more light. So let's dash along here a sec, and I'm going to grab everything that we need. We've also got the remote extender to fit. I said we were going to do that because obviously she's going to be used as a shunter, maybe a long train. So yeah, we'll grab that. Oh look, now this is what I said. So I said in the last episode I was putting these into that into that dumpster, and they've come back. So I said that was going to happen because it doesn't work. The dumpster in the museum does not work. So we need to find another place for them. Let's just make sure, obviously, when we go over here, we can see. Well, we can't see because it's absolutely pitch black. But if I was to grab the torch and light this up here, we can see blatantly that it's empty, despite me putting stuff in there last time. So we're going to make another plan. We're going to go over here, and what I'll do is just stick that out of there. Wow, all of our thing is absolutely full up. Where's the toolbox? Oh, there it is. Right. Just toss those in there, and we'll move the toolbox up there, and then to make life a bit easy for us, we'll put all these down here. We'll move that remote out just for a sec, just so we can get rid of these. So I'm going to stick these in this recycling bin. It looks like a recycling paper bin, doesn't it? Is that all of them? Nope. Right, that's it. So they're all out now. We've got an extra headlight in here. Got a couple of torches as well, so I'm going to toss one of those torches in the DE2 in case we need a torch when we're up there. And that should charge automatically in daylight. But for now, let's pop back this headlight because we don't need. We took too many for some. Oh, I didn't mean to throw it on the floor. Took too many for some reason last time. So what I want to do now is, like I said, I want this. The signal booster. We're going to need for that. Wow, I've only got 2 of those left. Well, I'm going to struggle to do the lights that I want then. Oh, I didn't realise that. We might have to nip to a shop then and grab some. We'll leave that switch for the time being. I think we'll attach a couple of white lights. If I can remember where they are. There they are. So we'll grab a couple of white lights. We're going to have to get some more soldering stuff. And we'll just leave the switch. We'll attach these to another switch. I wonder if we can put them in on the cab light switch, whether it'll let us do that. I do wonder. It was as if I bumped into something there. There's nothing there. Right, let's dash back across here. Wow. This is lighting up the entire place. Right, first things first, we'll stick in the old mounts. Did I grab 4 of those? Oh no, it's 2 mounts and 2 lights. Should we put them about there? That will go there. That should help. Does it need to be slightly further out, do you think? Let's move it slightly further out. think that'll be good. Right, let's put the other one in. We'll turn around. There we go. Right, the mounts are set. We're going to fix them in place now. So we're going to need the drill. Right, so that's in. The other one is there. And then what we'll do is... oh, we've got... oh, the soldering wire in here. I forgot about that. I'd put a load of soldering wire in the actual toolbox, so that's all good. So there we go. Drop that out there. Now, none of those, came back. None of the soldering wire reels had come back to say, oh, you tossed those all over the place. It's just the paint cans keep coming back into our tool shed for some unknown reason. Right, lighting in here now is far better now. We can actually see. But what we want is a switch that works. Now, what I was wondering is, can you attach the wires to there or not? Right, so you can do these switches. Right, you can't do that switch. So, which one do we want to attach them to? Should you do the push buttons, the beacon though? We don't always want the beacon on. To be fair, we could put a separate switch in because we do have more soldering wire than what I thought. So let's go and get another switch then. I forgot as well, we need a mount for the remote extender. So we'll do that as well while we're here. We'll grab that. Mount, just a small one. I think the small one will do, if I remember rightly. And push switch. I don't think anybody wants push everywhere. Right, let's go and grab the loco. He says, right, right, we're going to be putting in an extra light. Now, let's have a look, see what we've got. So we've got a mount here. So let's, I know I'm getting slightly distracted moving on. You should finish one job before you move on to the next one, shouldn't you? But I want to put the remote extender up here out of sight. So let's just see how it looks if it's going to be there. So that's going to be absolutely fine there. Like that. And we can see if it's boosting, because we've got that looking down upon us. So, next thing is to put the switch in. Oh, the switch needs the mount. I forgot about that. We only just did it as well. I can't believe the switches need a mount. That to me is mental. And not in a sensible way. Don't know what that means, but anyway, I just think it's wow. That is wild. Now it's really difficult to tell where it should go. Should we put it up there? Where all of our switches are in a row. I just want it to look a little bit more uniform. So we need to move it across a bit from there. This is how we end up with loads of tools in our inventory that are not in the tool case anymore. Okay, that isn't far enough across now. So what about there? That'll do. Right, the drill. Right, we're putting a few things in. Switch is in there now. So, where is it? This thing, which I keep forgetting what it's called, is now in there. So when we press this, wow, you can tell the difference there, can't you? Ah, hold on. The switch needs to be soldered in. So much expense, isn't it? It's going to come alive now. There we go. We'll toss that out there, like. Okay. Yeah, what a difference. It's like darkness in here without that. There we go. Beautiful. Right, this one. Let's get this installed. And again, so we've only got 2 soldering wire reels left. There we go. She's boosted. No, I didn't mean to throw the tool down. You meant to drop that. Oh dear. Right, right. Okay, how much money have we got in our wallet? 26, nearly 27,000. Is there any jobs going here that we can do that are going to be worth doing? Because we're running a little low on funds, in all fairness. Whoa, what was that? I thought I heard something drop in, but then again, it always tends to happen when you go in here. You hear something drop in. We've still got a bunch of stuff to put in. Oh, we forgot to put the speedometer and the clock in as well. We can probably do those. We need... I didn't like... That goes on there, but it looks a bit ugly, doesn't it? The mount's too big for the speedometer. Does it fit with one of these? It does. So we could put one of those. What about the clock? Yeah. So the clock, the problem with the clock is, right, if you use one of these mounts, it goes in like that. Now the clock will then... Oh no, it does. It mounts the right way. Right, that's going to be easy. Right, we've got enough solder wire to do both of these. Whoops. Let's give it a little head. Just testing it. Right. Let's get that. We might as well get this done properly. Now, the defect detector, I want to put those in the DH4 and the DE6 because they're going to be more prominent in pulling long trains. The good thing is we don't need a switch for the speedometer and the clock. But we will see what jobs is going. So we've got a shunt job here. This could be quite good. Nearly 15,000. A freight haul steel mill. Now we've done that. I think this is 9 tons actually. Okay, 728 tons. That's another steel miller. But those two together could be a good option. But we do... The purpose of this is we are heading back to harbour. We are looking to head up to military base, if I can even... I was distracted by this, thinking, is this good or is this bad? It's not very good. This one is good, though. 2 drop-offs. It's an unload. So once you've got it into the shunting bay, the offloading bay, you get it offloaded and then it should be pretty easy to move after that. So it's this lot here. So I think what we'll do is get this into the bay as well. But first things first, now that we've got a bit of extra lighting in here, we'll get a speedometer fitted and the clock. So let's have a look then. This is going to be for the clock. Now, I know I put the clock up here in the DH4, but maybe it'll just go here. What do you think? Central? It looks a bit weird though, doesn't it? With the X, so you can see it. It's a shame you can't just, you know, stand it on here. Can you? Or will it just fly off? Right, where's the other mount? Whoops. Whoop. Whoa, what's it doing? Where am I? Why am I on the roof? I didn't press anything. Yeah, it's because it thinks that I'm sticking my head through the ceiling. Right, so if I put that there, where's the speedometer? Just put that in my inventory. Why isn't it there? What does that say? Yeah, I know it needs to be thingamy-bobbed, but it's... Oh, there we go. Now I can see it now. It's blue. It's lighting up. Right, what we're going to do then is we'll drill that one. You see the drill coming through the other side. Incredible. Right, we'll put that in. What is going on? Oh no, it's facing the wrong way. Why does it put it in that way? Honestly, sometimes you wonder. Where's the clock gone? Is that not it? Do you know what is going on now? Alright. Oh, there it is. I was going to go back to the tool shed and get that sorted. Right. It put the mount on the wrong way around, didn't it? I didn't notice at first. So we're going to have to fill that now. Because it won't let us put it in otherwise. Right, hang on. So that's the right way. Yeah. So it's when that face is facing you. I guess I want it to be facing me, but I don't want it to be off at a funny angle. Should we put it on the here? It's probably better. Why can't you put it straight? Like that? I can see this being redone at some time. Okay, I think that'll be alright. Let's get this one in. It looks horrible with that in the background. Yeah, but then again, it's only one screw, so it's not the end of the world, is it? You know? We need to get some more soldering wire. I know I've already said that, but it's certainly something that needs to happen. What's happened there? Let's pop that there. Load it up. There we go. Clock is going in. There we can go. It's 6:06 in the morning. The sun's coming up. Wasn't aware of that until we looked at the clock. Right, speedometer. So these are pretty easy. You don't need a switch. They're pretty straightforward. And there we go. Right, we'll give it a test. We'll hop back up. I'm going to put these tools away because they're certainly going to be in the way. Let's grab our order. So we haven't validated it yet. We're going to go and back ourselves into the correct place for this. Can't quite tell, but I think that should be right. We'll also get our remote. I wonder what that was paid. Oh no, he's paid with this one. Right, we'll switch the beacon off. Maybe. I don't know whether we need everything else on, but we'll fire her up. Wow, she's aware. Yeah, looks like that's right, actually. Here she comes. So yeah, we can see brilliantly now with this amount of light, inside and out. So no complaints in that regard. I just zoomed in there just for extra action. It was like a WWE cameraman. Remember like years ago when they started zooming in for every sort of maneuver that gets done. Alright, she's coping with this. So yeah, we've got quite a lot more work to do. Obviously, we've got the DH4 to light up, and the DE6, and the slug. So yeah, I think the main premise of what we're doing here with the DH2 is just a foundation for what we're going to be doing with the rest of them, really. And I did say, didn't I, that I was going to put a torch in here. So let's... Wow, she's thundering away. I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll toss down a torch in here so that it can charge up. Somebody suggested that. And I didn't think about it. But that torch can sit there and just charge away. And the drink of choice today is water. Wow, I'm so thirsty. Been so thirsty today. I think it's because I, for once in a very blue moon, gave the children a McDonald's meal, and I had one as well, and everybody has been just thirsty. Like, severely thirsty. I don't know whether it's the salt content or... I mean, you would think it was the salt content, right? But it's... I'm not entirely too sure if it's the salt or if it's something else that they're putting in there. Obviously, all the other stuff they put in there. We'll have a look on the dispatcher map and just see for City South if we're going to be running through to the if we're going to be able to run through the loading bay. All right, so that one needs throwing, and then yeah, obviously, so that'll get us through to 3L, which is the loading bay. We've got 1 LP and 2 LP now. It doesn't really give detail on that, but they will be passenger platforms, basically. Loading platforms. So in the future at some point. So it'll be interesting to see what happens when they start to implement passenger services properly in a way which is not just as it is now, which I was reading the other day on the boards and the information. It might have been on Reddit as well. I don't know. I can't remember. But they were saying that there is the ability to be able to spawn in passenger cars in sandbox mode. Does anybody know if that's true? So you can spawn in passenger cars and therefore give yourself a bit of a dummy run around, stopping at the stations. Now, that could be quite interesting. But I think actually now it's interesting the way that the stations are laid out for the passenger stops, because they obviously do have a run through. So here we've got, I'll zoom in a little bit, we've got platforms there that have a run through. They all run through in one way or the other. There's one, I think there's one line going down there, and then the other line on that side goes straight through. So then you're on a harbour, and there's a run through platform stop there. Oh no. This car's sticking out. Please stop. Ooh. Now, that is close. Oh my days. I was that busy talking there. So this is a common thing in City South, with cars rolling. I have noticed it a lot. It's not the only place it happens, but it does happen, and this car is clearly rolled out of its lane. Now we're going to have to put it back, and it's a good job we're not on the clock right now. We're going to have to pull it out the way a little bit. So we can either use our loco or the Derail Valley one there, but I think we'll use ours. So we'll uncouple. I can't believe that. That is unreal. This shouldn't take long though. I mean, I think that might be quite heavy, but I feel like we need the beacon on here though. Just, you know, train rescue time. There we go, she's on. We put those headlights off. Switch those off as well for the time being. There she goes. Nothing's ever simple, is it? Not with this game anyway. Oh, come on, man. So that was correct. Okay. Yeah, that's just a hindrance now. I should have realised that. Sorry, that's my fault. I already threw that switch up there. I mean, By the way, we are vastly and quickly approaching, should I say, the 100th episode of this game, and I can't hardly believe it, to be honest with you. I think this is episode 94? Maybe? 93 or 94? I'd have to double check. But yeah, wildness, eh? Yeah, I just had a quick check on my channel. 94. Episode 94 this is. Absolutely wild. So yeah, episode 100 we will make it something special. We'll have a look at... I think I'm going to do it like my overall thoughts on the game. We'll just pull this just like well and truly out the way, just in case it decides to start rolling again. Okay, that'll be fine. So here we go. We'll get them back into this loading bay, we'll get the order validated and crack on. Alright, she's got to be just about in. I mean, we've got a little bit of track left, but... yeah, the good thing is once we offload here, it'll be much easier to manoeuvre this train, so... I think that'll just about do it. Just put our loco into drive so that she's ready to go forward. We'll validate this order. Whoops, whoa, what is going on? I'm all fingers and thumbs, right. There we go. So we've done our pickup. We've got two drop-offs. C4S and B4S. So, Let's unload these cars first. Right, let's see which ones are going where then. So we've got so 515 and 062, so they're going into C. Sorry, no, B4S. And then the rest are going into C4S. B4S, C4S. So the rear one's going into B4S. These ones going into C4S. So which is which? Right, so C is the larger one, is the closer one, sorry. And 4S has already got something in it. Is there any of these lanes that don't have anything in them? Because we could fire off those rear ones down there. Nope, there's something in all of them. So I think we're going to have to take... It's going to be a long job, like in terms of... Like, the longer than what I thought it'd be, because we're going to have to go over the other side first with the rear 2 B4S. Which also has something in it. Right then, enough talking. Let's get to walking. Give him the full beans, eh? Wow, that was a roller coaster ride. Got an idea here. Might not be a good one, but it's an idea. We give these a bit of a run-up. Little run-up. Actually, it's not going to be any kind of a run-up going at that speed, but anyway. I'm not going to pull the whole train over that side, initially. It might be a bit of back and forth, this, but we'll give it a try. So, I don't think we're going to have anywhere near enough speed to do what I would want to do here. Let's try this. 062. So we're just literally pushing these cars now. Why is the brake on? That's closed. When that's closed, there should be no brake on. I haven't uncoupled them, like, in terms of, like... So that one's now dropped. I'm surprised that that's happened. I thought you'd need a parking brake on. So what happens if we do that? So there is, oh, there's pressure in these lines. There should be some. So we've dumped the initial. Is that going to work? It was a hard hit, but they're in. I don't think it'll be interesting to see if there's any car damage there, because I've hit cars harder in previous videos, and it's something which is debatable as to whether you could, how much speed you can get up to. I thought it was only 5k's, but I've done it in previous videos where I've hit them a lot harder, like 15, 20k's, and not received any car damage. So I do wonder, you know, what you can get away with. We don't want to lose all our money, obviously, doing stuff like that, but at the end of the day, this is part of the game, isn't it? Like, finding a bit of fun like that. I'm going to try and do a similar thing here. Actually, we might not have enough space here to do it. Oh no, we can. So, I wonder whether the game now at this late stage is saying, right, we're giving you enough space to put your cars, do what you want, let's see your more advanced techniques to get them in there. So we'll try and be a bit more careful with this one. So, having learned what we've just learned there, we know that once this is released here, we end up with the brakes coming on, even though this is closed. So, we need to dump the... Why isn't it on this side? We need to dump the initial air out of there, and we need to do it with every car. So this shows you there that the two orders are two different orders, two drop-off points, because the release handle is on this side, on this second lot of drop-offs. He says, when we've just discovered, for this one, it's on this side. And for this one, it's on this side. Wow, what a nuisance. Right. Oh, they're actually rolling. We see them rolling. Is it us that's hating? I'm not too sure. Right, let's give them a push. See, our loco's coming to a stop there. So these cars are on their own mission. We have no idea how fast they're going, because they're no longer connected to the train, which is connected to the remote. So we're doing it manually. Not even too sure how many cars there is here. 7. They might not fit here, actually. That was more gentle, but they're not in, are they? So we're going to have to grab our loco. What's interesting here, we're going to have to repressurize the brake line, which we'll hear at this end. We'll feel it. We didn't even feel it. It was like a nudge up here, wasn't it? There you go. We'll connect them up to these as well. Get the whole brake lines released, all the parking brakes released, get everything pushed nicely. Oh, come on, stop. Goodness me. Right, they're in. As far as I'm concerned, our road is in anyway, so let's get this validated. Oh, come on, what's the problem? Move cars to A, yeah. Unload furniture cars, yeah. Unload, move cars from to B4S. C warnings. Derailed. Must have derailed. These ones, I reckon. Have these derailed? Doesn't look like they have. Alright. No. Right, so it's not those. Which is surprising. What? We saying these have derailed? Are we serious? We didn't hit anything hard. So usually, if you're looking to re-rail, you hover this over it and then it tells you that you can re-rail. It's not our loco. What's derailed? Is it one of these cars down here? This is madness. Are these all coupled? Yeah. But it was the B one that it was talking about. Well, they're all fine. Well, there was no parking brake on. Actually, that would be a thing, wouldn't it? Because unlike these where I uncoupled them, we didn't have a parking brake on. I just launched them off. I didn't put the parking brake on. Where's my thing gone? There we go. Alright, 22.4. So yeah, it was just that the parking brake needed to be on. So we've now got 49,000, so we can afford to do some more stuff. We've actually got quite a lot that could go to steel mill. But I do want to head back to harbour ASAP, so although this would make a nice little run, quite an easy one really, with 3 jobs, it might be a DE6 run, that one. We could get paid quite handsomely there, but I do want to go to Harbour next, so maybe we'll do that. But yeah, we've got a DH4 and a DE6 to kit out and the slug. So what we'll do is just shut down our beautiful DE6 with all its fanfare and wonderful modern stuff. And it's great underfloor lighting as well. So yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed that one. I had a fantastic time there pushing those around. And yeah, I hope that it was fun for you. If it was, please do hit the like button. If you want to see more videos like this, please do subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell to be notified of up and coming videos. Otherwise, guys, please do take care of yourselves. And I'll catch you guys again soon. Right then, guys, sorry, I've just remembered I wanted to check the machine just to see if we've got any damage for any of those cars that we bumped around. So let's just go and take a quick look just to finish this episode. So we'll see what it looks like once we get down here. So we'll just get ourselves in here. We'll just check the machine and that'll be everything wrapped up nice and neat. So let's have a look. Fees. Right, so we do have some fees on, it looks like one of the cars. So let's have a look. So yeah, vehicle damage, and we did have a bit of damage to CSSU01. So we'll pay that, and then we'll go and see which one it is. So CSSU01. Let's go and have a look. So I'm sure it'll be one of these on this side. That's 99. I wonder if it's this one. 99. Mind you. Oh no, here we are. CSSL 99. Alright. What about this one? Mind you, those numbers might have changed. Now let's just quickly check over here. So the damage obviously that we'd be looking at there is potentially this car. No, or this one. Yeah, so what I'd say, guys, is there was a car that was damaged. It's probably got a different code now because they do move around. They do change once you've completed your job. So that's probably what's happened there. But anyway, we've cleared the costs anyway. It wasn't a great deal. And yeah, that's the price that you pay when you're practicing stuff. But hope you enjoyed it anyway, guys. Take care of yourselves. Catch you guys again soon.